If you've been checking your blood pressure lately and noticing the numbers are staying consistently above 130/80, you might be feeling a sense of quiet alarm. For years, we were told that 140/90 was the danger zone. But according to the latest 2026 updated guidelines, the new normal has shifted. We now know that damage to your delicate arteries begins much earlier than we once thought. If you're worried about starting lifelong medication, or if you're already on it and want to know how to help your body heal, this is for you. Most people think high blood pressure is just a mechanical problem, like water pressure being too high in a pipe. But in 2026, the science has evolved. We now understand that your blood pressure is actually a biological signal from your metabolic web. Today, we aren't just going to talk about lowering the pressure. We're going to talk about how to restore the youth and flexibility of your blood vessels naturally. Let's start with the second best strategy, which is the resistance breathing breakthrough. Most people are told to go for a walk to lower their pressure, and while that's great, recent 2026 studies have highlighted something much faster: IMST, or inspiratory muscle strength training. Think of this as weightlifting for your breathing muscles. By using a simple handheld device that creates resistance when you inhale, doing just 30 breaths a day, researchers have found you can lower your systolic pressure by up to 9 points. That is equivalent to, or in some cases better than, a standard blood pressure medication. Why does it work? Because it stimulates the production of nitric oxide, the natural gas that tells your arteries to relax and widen. If you aren't doing breath work, you are missing the most efficient off switch for hypertension in the human body. But here's where it gets more dangerous. Most people think that to lower blood pressure, they just need to cut out the salt shaker. But for many of us, the problem isn't just the salt we're eating, it's the minerals we're missing. In the 2026 nutritional framework, we focus on the potassium-sodium pump. Your kidneys are designed to flush out excess sodium, but they can only do that if you have enough potassium. When you are low on potassium, your body hoards salt, which pulls water into your blood and spikes the pressure. Instead of just focusing on low salt, the modern approach is high potassium. By reaching for avocados, coconut water, and white beans, you are giving your kidneys the chemical keys they need to unlock the floodgates and let that excess pressure go. Have you ever noticed how your face looks puffy after a salty meal? That is your metabolic web struggling with this balance. Fixing the pump is often faster than just avoiding salt. Now this is where things get surprising. One of the biggest breakthroughs of the last year isn't about your heart at all. It's about your gut. Scientists have discovered the gut-heart axis. We now know that certain bacteria in your microbiome produce short-chain fatty acids, specifically acetate and butyrate. These compounds travel through your blood and act directly on receptors in your blood vessels to lower inflammation and keep them supple. If your gut is inflamed from ultra-processed foods, those heart-shielding bacteria die off, and your arteries start to stiffen. This is why you can eat a low-fat diet, but still have high blood pressure if your gut health is a mess. By adding fermented foods like kimchi or high-fiber seeds like chia and flax, you are essentially recruiting an army of bacteria to manage your blood pressure for you while you sleep. But none of that works if you ignore the sleep pressure trap. In 2026, we've realized that sleep is the only time your heart truly gets to rest. During deep sleep, your blood pressure naturally dips by 10 to 20%. This nighttime dipping is critical for heart longevity. If you are getting less than 7 hours of sleep, or if your sleep is fragmented, your body stays in a high-alert, sympathetic state. This means your arteries never get their nightly repair session. Over time, they lose their elasticity and become hardened. You can't out-diet a lack of sleep. If your dip is missing, your risk of a cardiac event doubles, regardless of what you eat for breakfast. And this leads us to the part most people completely miss, the hidden sugar connection. We've been told for 40 years that salt is the enemy, but the latest research suggests that sugar, specifically fructose, might be even worse for your blood pressure. Fructose raises uric acid in the blood, which inhibits the nitric oxide we talked about earlier. So, while you're busy avoiding the salt on your fries, the sugar in your healthy vitamin water might be the thing actually keeping your pressure high. So, how do we fix the web? We have to stop thinking of blood pressure as a number to be suppressed and start thinking of it as an environment to be improved. First, focus on mineral crowding. Instead of obsessing over what to remove, aim for 4,700 milligrams of potassium a day. This crowds out the negative effects of sodium. Second, adopt the 30-breath rule. Spend 5 minutes a day doing resisted breathing. You are literally medicating your blood vessels with nitric oxide every time you do this. Third, protect the nightly dip. Treat your sleep like a prescription. Cooler room temperatures and zero blue light after 9 p.m. aren't just for wellness. They are biological requirements for vascular repair. Does that sound manageable? It should, because the goal isn't to live a life of restriction. The goal is to give your heart, liver, and kidneys the specific tools they need to maintain the hidden bridge of your health. When your metabolic web is strong, your blood pressure doesn't just go down. It stabilizes because your body is finally back in balance. You have the power to change your numbers starting today. You aren't just managing a condition. You are rebuilding your vascular youth.